Welcome to the second half. Old Trafford, we kick off with Manchester United, who are a goal up for Aaron Henwood in the first half. 15-minute mark. Sunderland are certainly making a game of it, but Jermaine Defoe has been off the mark in the first half, but he's certainly created most, if not all, the chances for Sunderland so far. Martial, it's a great looking pass, and Luke Shaw, of all people, it's going to be deflected into Pantilemon's hands. Luke Shaw has been the man, really. Manchester United this season, certainly coming alive now. But he's the only established left back at Manchester United after the release of Fabio to Cardiff City last season. Maybe the season before, actually. You have to feel that Sunderland will score at some point. They certainly are looking threatening. And we have a goal. And Paul Bournemouth are getting another taste of life in the Premier League as Bohan scores for Stoke City. As Burkett for Sunderland is going to keep it in. Wasteful. Burkett really should have put it into the box. Well, after the game at Helsinki, Manchester United will take on Southampton in the Barclays Premier League. And they have that Group B matchup against Helsinki to deal with first. And that will be up next. It'll be live here. Goal for Aston Villa against struggling and Brendan Rodgers on Liverpool. Armada has scored and has made it 2-0. It's going to be headed out by Smalling here. It's going to be a corner. And Liverpool's struggles under Brendan Rodgers continue, and they're 2-0 down to Aston Villa. A great looking Aston Villa side under Tim Sherwood. Get away. Defoe. Oh, and over the bar. Again, Jermaine Defoe, he's making the chances, but now I have to feel that Defoe probably might want to start looking for his teammates. He's not on it today. Could be crucial. Anthony Martial. No pass really. Scored his on his debut against Liverpool, if you remember, the penalty controversially given. Questions over where Martial was outside the box, as you see the next fixture for Sunderland on their list. And their targets is West Ham. The stadium of light for them. What? Burkett actually passes out, and Land is now wasting it. Sunderland have not got the shooting boots on at the moment. Forces the manager into a substitution. Jordi Gomez is going to come on for Sebastian Larsson. And maybe a fresh set of legs will perk Sunderland up a little bit, although they have been wasteful up front. To be honest, Jermaine Defoe's at the bulk of the chances. He's just been wide, and the shooting boots are not on for the Sunderland players at the moment, but there's still plenty of time, although it will eventually run out. But De Gea hasn't really had a save to make, per se. Valencia trying to poke it through to Berhinho, who was in front of him there. And there's Defoe. Defoe decides to lay it completely off, and who can blame him? Here's Len. Len's in the box, and great tackle again from Marcus Rojo. And it's going to be a Sunderland. It's not going to be a Sunderland corner. It's a Manchester United goal kick, apparently. I could have sworn Rojo got the touch there, but never mind. Strange decision, but on we go. And I actually feel that was a corner. And Aaron Henwood, there he is again. We'll poke it through to Martial. And Henwood is straight back on the chase. It's going to be picked up by Darmian. And Herrera. And Henwood is heading in the other direction now. He's picked it up. Aaron Henwood's going to shoot. You can't blame him, can you? Aaron Henwood just bursting into the box. It's just a second ago that he was playing defence, and now he's in the attack in the box again. Manchester United fans, they love him, don't they? Such a wonderful success story. He's always been viewed as the underdog with his physical impediments, as you know. But he's all heart, if not much else. But he may have no style and no real substance to his game. He just works hard instead. And it's proved invaluable to Manchester United over the last 10 years. No matter if you're skillful, if you're stylish, if you're just all heart, a Manchester United player is a Manchester United player. His Angel Herrera is going wide. And that man has been causing Manchester United fans to scream as to why he's not starting, but it looks like Van Gaal is starting to hear them now. He's getting some regular games under his belt. And he almost scored there. Headed in by Smalling. Hemwood's going to pick it up again. And he's going to run. Here he comes. He's in the box. He shrugged off everybody. Good save by Pantilimon. He needed to make that save. Marcus Rojo, good pass. Manchester United playing really well here. Although probably because of the commentators right there, but not too threatening at the moment. And then plenty of space. Although Smalling has come up to greet him. Oh, and skimmed by Rojo, and not the greatest header by Martial either. Back in. Put it down by Shaw. Aaron Hillwood is once again chasing the football around. And by Matthews, headed away by Valencia. It's a corner. Good header. And now they have to defend this corner. 20 minutes left to play. Manchester United is still a goal up by Aaron Hillwood, who is at that near post. Probably not the most favoured position for him, but he'll try something if he has to. Taken in, and headed wide. I think that's Van Aanholt, isn't it? Or Jonas Kabul, actually. It's pretty wide, isn't it? And the former Tottenham players are not really getting their luck in front of goal here. And with the goal kick, he's had very little, if next to nothing to do. Gomez. And going onto the ball again. Hemwood's penalised again by the referee. And he's not really happy about it either. And that's unlike Aaron Hemwood a lot. He's getting a little frustrated, probably with the referee's decisions. They have been a bit harsh on him. Maybe a free kick. And it's not often that Aaron gets into scuffles like that. But he can hold his own. He can get mad when he needs to. Free kick. Hits the wall, and Rojo clears it. Well, that was very unlike Aaron Hemwood. He's normally very cool, but sometimes when the game is on the line, Aaron Hemwood could become really competitive. You can't fault him for that, but he keeps it in check. Right there, he was showing a little bit of frustration there, which is very unlike him, but his decisions have been a little harsh on him, to be fair. He's won the ball cleanly. I guess there was use of excessive force a little bit. So that's why the referee called the fouls against him. They've definitely not been bookable offences, so fair enough. Matthews. Good to Rodwell. Good passing here by Sunderland. Rodwell's going to find a gap to run into, and Rojo is going to get it. He's going to clear it away. Good. Big gap here. It's going to be met by Schweinsteiger. And it's going to be over the line for a goal kick. Costal Pantilimon. This is probably going to be the save he made from Hemwood earlier. His left foot, no less. Straight at him. He's so confident he'll try anything. Ball to Len. Well, and here's Defoe. It's got a lot to do from up there. Let's see if we can do it. And the throw of all people with the cross, and Gomez is going to whip it. Oh, and Burkett wide open. Defense was caught flat-footed there. Burkett and De Gea probably might have just got there. Burkett with a great shot, but unfortunately, like Sunderland's day, the one is going over the bar. It's been the story of the game for Sunderland, unfortunately. De Gea's going to gather it. Well played. And the Spanish number 1. Manchester United number 1, at least for now. Looking for a clean sheet here. Gathers it up again. Great pass, sure. Great header by Herrera as well. Manchester United just content to keep the ball. Looking for Martial, I think. Didn't get there. Here's Burkett. Pursued by Shaw. And well did the flow. Good save by De Gea. And headed back in. Adam Johnson. He's offside. That's the first good save from David De Gea today. Good save as well. It needed to be made. And he looks back to his best, David De Gea. 7 minutes to go. Manchester United up by that crucial goal. And who's not seen a lot of the ball today is Sergio Berahino, the former West Brom player. He's not needed to. Because he's ever resilient captain, at least for today. Henwood has got the goal, but Manchester United in front, but Sunderland have been the much better side second half in a sense. Just wasteful with their chances. And on holds. Right again for Sunderland. What is going on? Shouldn't be just on. And I don't think that shot was really on, to be fair. 4 minutes. And there with another goal kick. And again, Sunderland get the ball from him. Well, Jonathan to Len. Great tackle from Chris Smalling. Then goes down in a heap, no penalty. No, Johnson. Then he's wasteful again. Manchester United's pressure. Certainly getting to Sunderland in some cases. Well, Van Aanholt here. It's a shot from earlier. Wide. Story of Sunderland's day, to be completely honest. 2 minutes plus added time to go. Looks like David De Gea is going to get his first clean sheet of the season. Well, his second technically. But his first in the Parker's Premier League, although Sunderland could still score yet. This isn't set in stone yet. Here's Len. Much more of the ball in this latter part of the second half, Sunderland. But the story of the game has been the missed chances. Marcus Rojo just clearing it. Berahino, oh, what a great pass. Yolanda Herrera going to get there. Yes, he is, but he's going to be called offside. That's unfortunate, really. Berahino, he had the right idea. It's tied, but it's definitely the correct decision. It's going to be a free kick to Sunderland. Please will take it. A nice chance for the rear side, perhaps. Oh well, a gap. A great tackle from Chris Smalling. Valencia's going to punt it away as far as Kabul. Really containing well here. You need to get the ball and get it out. Chris Smalling with the block. And great defending by Manchester United there, and it wins them the game. No goals in the second half. Sunderland had the better of the second half in terms of the possession, and it's the goals that win you them football matches, and that has been the case so far, and throughout this game really. Aaron Henwood standing captain for today, with Wayne Rooney only making the bench today, but They move on to Helsinki, and you have to think that Rooney was probably saved for that game in particular. The second in Group B in the Champions League. Manchester United take a big step in their league progress this season to win, and only by a goal to nil, but that is what settled it. And Henwood makes it Manchester United 1, Sunderland 0 here today. Let's have a look at the other scores today, and we start at the King Power Stadium, where Leicester City have drawn against Arsenal, amazingly. As Liverpool struggles under Brendan Rodgers continue as they lose to Aston Villa. Newcastle United and Chelsea ends in a draw, which could be crucial for the top of the table as far as the top of the table is concerned. Sunderland also draw with Swansea City. Manchester City take a win against Spurs. Stoke City beat New Boys Bournemouth, while other New Boys Norwich drew at West Ham in the end after Enan Valencia had took the lead for West Ham. Table looks like this now. Manchester City, probably the biggest benefited club, as they are equal with Sunderland and ahead on goal difference. But Chelsea have that vital point that takes them into the lead. Manchester United break into the top 4, level with Aston Villa, but ahead on goal difference. Liverpool drop to 6th, as Arsenal are down in 11th place, which is quite surprising, considering the 9 points they've had. They've only lost twice. I guess it's the draws that are really hurting them. They've had 3 of those. The relegation zone is Norwich City, Crystal Palace and Watford. Still a long way to go for everybody thus far.